J Drone here. What's going on, guys? This is from the Bugs 5, and this is strictly a camera quality test. I mean, sure, you'll be able to see some of the flyability of this drone and the capabilities of that, but the whole purpose for this video is to show you the camera quality. Right now, as we are faced forward with the camera, we can adjust it downward. We will adjust it downward, but notice it's a little bit dark. The sky's really bright, but if you want to cover over something and get the prime picture for doing so, you're going to want to kind of just adjust your camera down a little bit, as I'll show you here in a second, and things will brighten up just a little bit for you, and you'll get a better image quality. Bamzo, kind of like that, where it's not fighting to contrast the sky that's extremely bright, and that's pretty good. We do have a little fisheye effect, but a lot of your action cameras have a fisheye effect. I think even GoPros have some type of fisheye effect that through the GoPro app on the computer, you could actually get that out of there if you didn't want to. There are editing programs that you could throw this into and kind of flatten the fisheye effect. Myself, I don't mind it. I don't mind it whatsoever. Most of my action cameras have it. It's a different look. It's a different perspective. Kind of gives you a round type perspective. But as far as flyability, man, this drone is solid. We are locked on to 14 satellites here, and the drone sits nice. I'm dealing with a little bit of wind that's going left to right of your screen, so the drone is definitely constantly having to compensate against that, and that's why you see a little bit of movement. Wind-free day, we're probably not going to see any type of movement, and we're probably going to see very steady. Steady flight, steady sitter. Right now, again, it's sitting pretty well up here, and it's pretty windy. There's a nice wind. Again, now it's blowing to the left of your screen, so it'll be coming from the right to your left. That's the direction the wind is blowing in. It's actually blowing in north, the north direction. Bam, which is just about the way we're facing now, so now it's at the back. As you can see, as we come down, we start getting a little bit wobbly. That's just coming down, and the drone trying to maintain altitude, the drone trying to fight the wind at its back. You're gonna get a little wobbles. Is the image quality bad? No, the image quality isn't bad. You can canvas anything with this and have decent image quality. Is this the best that they could have given us? Absolutely not. They could have put a 2-axis gimbal on this, just like the Spark, and could have had a Spark contender here. Obviously, the Spark's probably going to fly further than this. Obviously, the Spark probably going to have a little bit more tech involved in it, but we could have had a contender. We could have had a cheaper entry-level Spark here with a 2-axis gimbal on the front of this. So maybe something that they'll do in the future. And also the app connectivity is only good for about 150 meters up or lateral. So they could have also did better on that. Right now, we're going to kind of do a little flyby on the grass. We're going to kind of just cruise really quickly, that way you guys can see what type of frame rate we're dealing with. We do get a little bit of frame rate skip, that's just nature of the beast. When you don't have a high grade quality camera, which I'm not saying this is, well, I am saying it's not high grade. I'm not saying it's junk. It's just not a super high grade camera. So as we're moving really fast down on the bottom of this grass here, you'll see a little bit of frame skippage. It's not bad. If you're really not looking for it, you're really not going to notice it. But I try to give everything a fair shake. If you're going to buy this drone, I want you to be 300% confident on what you're buying, and I want you guys to know the drone. I want you to know the camera. That way there's no hiccups and no surprises. I did 2 recordings here. This is the second part of the recording. I've not edited either the first part of the recording, and I've not edited the second part of the recording. I've left the shake left to right in it. I've left the little frame jumping here and there from the drone moving excessively fast. Bam, headhunting. I've left it all in here for a reason, because I don't sugarcoat anything. There's a lot of guys that would have edited this exact footage to a T, and bam, look at the stability, look at the great quality, this is perfect. It's not perfect. It's good. It is actually better than good. But it is not perfect. With every drone is not going to be perfect. Some are going to be a lot closer to perfect than others, and I plan to show any downfalls that it has. And I do have a hat cam video of this. We did do a flyability test on this. We did show you guys it buzzing past my head via the GoPro that was on my head, and we will have that video out after this one. So look down below for the link after this has been on for maybe like 10-15 minutes, the hat cam video will be on there. Now we're up here. Basically what I was trying to do was trying to fly out as far as I could to see the app connectivity, and that's why I'm flying over these trees. I trust the drone. We're at about 150 meters away from ourselves, and then the app starts to freeze up, starts to get glitchy. So again, that's about what you're going to have. To make this an optimal drone, you're going to want to put a 5.8 gigahertz AIO on top of it, and then you could go explore. You could still record from the SD card, and then when you get back, you can stop the recording. But you're going to get a lot better FPV footage than just via the app, because the app is Wi-Fi versus the 5.8 gigahertz, which is going to last a lot longer. The AIO AKK cameras I've had out 1.3, 1.4 kilometers, which makes this an Explorer drone. Makes it an Explorer drone with a DVR attached to it. If you don't have goggles with a DVR, SD card goes in this camera. Even though it's not connected to the app anymore, it's still recording until you bring it back and stop the recording. So it's definitely a good thing involved with this. Link down below for the AIO 200 milliwatt that I use will be down below. Link down below for this will be down below. And link for the head cam view so you can actually see how high this was and how far it was. That'll be down below as well. Right now we're kind of just up here, and we're gonna do a little fly around here just to show you. Again, this is pretty stable. It's pretty stable. Full pitch forward, flying around. This is pretty stable video quality, and there is no image stability. There is no image stability on this, so that tells you that there's very little vibration coming off of these motors, and that the camera's pretty well balanced. When you start to get the shakiness is, again, when you're kind of just sitting around or fighting wind, then it'll wobble around left to right. But if you're full nose pitch forward like I'm showing you here, it's pretty good, man. It's definitely pretty good. It's definitely something you'd be able to use. And again, I could have diced this footage up and just showed you this. And just showed you it's sitting nicely, and bam, look how stable it is. It's amazing. But I didn't do that. I'm showing you the good, the bad, and the ugly. With this, there's really no ugly on it. But there's some bad and there's good. And I want to show you both of that. So that's exactly what we did here. Guys, I'm J-Drone. If you haven't smashed that subscribe button, definitely smash the subscribe button. Hit the little bell. If you don't hit that bell, you're not going to get notifications from me when I post new videos. As of lately, I've been lagging a little bit. I didn't post a video yesterday. Shame on me. Some days I post 5 to 6 videos. Other days I post 1 to 2 videos. And then like yesterday was the first time in a long while that I didn't post a video. I try to get one out a day. That way you guys are entertained. That way you have something from the J-Drone channel. And then you can see me down there as we are descending in altitude. If you have any questions, comments down below, definitely get at me. I'm very happy to answer any and all questions and comments. If you guys have been watching my channel, you see I do have a Tello 2. A lot of guys, don't call it a Tello 2. It's not a Tello 2. Dude, it's my drone. I've dubbed it the Tello 2 for many reasons. If you want to check out my Tello 2 videos, go ahead and type in YouTube Tello 2. Alright guys, later.